Hey guys, Coach Science here. I want to talk about the next exercise in the Movement Fundamental Series, the Sandbag Get Up. All right, the first time you do this exercise, it'll probably properly break you off, especially if you do a high rep count, like 10 minutes max reps, or something that has 15 to 20 repetitions per each segment of the actual circuit, okay? Now the sandbag, typically speaking, all right, our strong females use 60 and males use 80, okay? You need to go up and down for that. You need to be realistic with your fitness. If you're a brand new 140-pound male, you should not be messing with the 80-pound sandbag. You initially should start off with a 60-pounder and then work your way up. Likewise, most of my new females should start off at a 40-pound bag. Now, if you're at home training, you can simply add more weight as you become more fit. You can do this in 2, 3, 4, 5-pound increments, even 10-pound increments, all right? But as you become more proficient and as your fitness increases, make your bag heavier, okay? Sandbag get up is basically lying down and standing up with the sandbag on your shoulder, all right? The first thing we want to do is make sure we pick up the sandbag with a good, strong position, okay? I straddle the bag. I'm going to hinge forward. Notice my back position here. I'm not going to simply pick the bag over like this, right? What I want to do is have a good flat neutral back. I'm going to squat down, grab the bag with both hands, I'm going to simply pop it up onto my shoulder, okay? Now a very important thing with the sandbag get up is to have the majority of the weight on the front side of the body. This will really help you guys stand up once you're in that bottom position, okay? Whenever we do the sandbag get up, we always want to do so with a mat. That's to protect our knees. A lot of athletes get in the mindset of that the pad is for their hips and their back. It's not. It's for the knees, okay? So the bag is on my right shoulder. The first thing I'm going to do is step forward with that same leg, all right? Right shoulder, right leg goes forward. I'll drop to my opposite knee, opposite hand, and simply fall backwards, okay? When I fall backwards, I wind up in this position where this leg is cocked and ready to sit up. Now, when I go to sit up, I'm not going to sit straight up, because even with this lighter bag right here, it's very challenging for me to get up. I want to think about sitting that way, at that 45-degree angle. So when I kick my leg, put my hand out, I simply get in this position right here. So I'm sitting up onto that left butt cheek, left hip, okay? My hand will get pulled in, I'll push my hips through, step. Notice I have a good neutral flat back here. I'm not getting crushed over like so, and I'll simply stand back up. So you notice the movement is going to be like corkscrew down, corkscrew up, corkscrew down, corkscrew up, okay? So we'll go, say inside leg steps forward, opposite knee, hand, butt cheek, rock the leg, sit up at the 45, hand comes in, step around, stand back, okay? So I start facing this way, I end up facing that way, and when I come back up, I'm back to my original start position. What's going to happen is, depending on your fitness, you're going to want to change shoulders every 3, 4, 5, sometimes 10 reps. There's no point in putting the bag back down. It's hard to pick the bag up. Instead, get both hands under the bag. I'll simply give it a little nudge, and I'll throw it over my head like so. All right? Dip, punch it up, head comes under. Another option would be is to drop it to this position right here, pop the hips, throw it back onto the other shoulder. Okay? All right, guys, some common mistakes with the sandbag get up. First off, picking it up with a very poor position like so. All right, not doing your back any favors. Make sure you have a good flat back position. You want to squat down and pick it up with a good, strong, flat back. Okay. The second mistake we see: too much bag back behind the body. All right. If you have a situation like this, it's very difficult to sit up with that weight just because the balance point is behind me. I'd much prefer to have the majority of the bag on the front side of my body. So when I sit up, it just pops right up, okay? Another mistake we see a lot is, for some reason, athletes think this mat right here is for their butt. It's not, right? You'll see athletes come in, they'll step, slam their knee into this hard rubber, and then sit back on the pad like so. The pad is to save your knees. You do not want all that body weight, plus this momentum, plus the sandbag, crashing down on that kneecap, all right? Take care of your knees, protect them, keep them in good shape for the long haul. Final mistake is when people get in that bottom position right here, is they try to do a traditional sit-up. So instead of cocking and rolling off to my left side like so, I try to get here, and it's very, very challenging, okay? You have to put your body in an advantageous position by rolling slightly to the left so that weight stays up above me, And then now I can get under the bag, stand up in that strong position. As far as scaling this exercise, guys, the only way you can scale it is by dropping weight. All right, so you just gotta make sure you use an appropriate weight for your fitness level. The goal with Sandbag Get Ups, the reason we use it, great exercise for mental toughness, okay? So nothing hits failure on this body, you just kind of get ground down. You start feeling sorry for yourself, and that's why we love Sandbag Get Up.